Shout out to Jujuletwa Nyantumba, Guguletu Nyantumba. Shout out to her because she literally hooked us up with a dope playlist. Like, she hooked me up. Like, I ain't gonna lie, these songs are nice. And yeah, thank you, Jujuletwa. Yeah. Let's go! Mo, yeah, we in the cut. Let him know what's up. Yeah, we in the cut. Let him know what's up. Drinkers in my cup. Don't you go and line him up. Yeah, we in the cut. Let him know what's up. Drinkers in my cup. Don't you go and line him up. Yeah, we in the cut. Let him know what's up. Drinkers in my cup. The video is not about music at all. Yeah, thank you Kukuletu for Musical Wednesdays because I'm always forward to listen to new songs and yeah, get to know new artists, especially South African artists. Love supporting South African people. Today's video is about podcasts. So what up, what you do? Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching my video and thank you for supporting me, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm a happy girl. I'm a happy McDonald's girl. Yeah. So I'm just going to go through the podcasts that I listen to. I don't watch podcasts. I listen to them. And the website that I get my podcasts from. So I don't like listening to a lot of podcasts because I don't get number one, I don't have time. Number two, even when I do, I like to digest the information. So I digest the information by journaling it and reflecting on my life and seeing what I have learned and what I can develop in my life. So that's how I listen to podcasts. So when I actually listen to one, I have to be paying attention. So I know some people listen to podcasts when they're cleaning. I do that sometimes, but then I have to listen to it again to digest the information and to actually write down because that's how I absorb information and absorb new knowledge. So yeah, so just today I'm just gonna quickly, my podcasts are on my laptop, so that's why I'll be looking on my laptop, right, babies? So on the screen, what I'm opening up right now should be popping up too. Podcasts. So on my you guys will probably see it on my screen what I'm looking at right now. So the podcast that I normally take or listen podcast. Sorry. So the podcast that I listen take my podcast from is called Podbay. Podbay.com. It's a free podcast you can download, you can listen, you can stream online. So that's why I like it because as a student, data is expensive and I have to use it wisely. Sometimes I don't, but by all means I try to download things from the internet and then watch offline or listen offline. That's much easier and convenient for me because a lot of the times I'm busy in the house or I'm busy doing schoolwork or I'm actually busy doing my buddy thing because I got a job helping out other students. So my time is really split everywhere. That's why Sunday I didn't drop and I'm really sorry about that. I think my dropping time will change depending on the type of week I will have this week and next week. but I'll try to be consistent. That's why I am doing a video, and I am going to drop it on Monday, because I am queen of consistency and keeping my word. So yeah, it's Podbay. That's the website, but I'll link everything down in the description below. What I normally listen to, there is motivation and inspiration. So it's called Every Day is Saturday. So they motivate you. There are different types of motivation. It's like motivates you to get out of a bad space in your head, or to just realize that you have so much to live for, be grateful for. So that's, I listen to that. Not all the time, as I said. Maybe in a week I listen to 2 or 1 podcast, because then again I have to journal, and I haven't been journaling for the past 2 or 3 weeks, so I'm behind because I've got like a lot of work. But I'm digressing. And there's also Optimal Relationship Daily. So this one, I love it so much because it's not like those short clips of podcasts. It's very long, and when you listen to this, you have to sit down and actually take in the information. So don't listen to it when you're in the taxi and you're about to jump off. Don't cut it or pause it or anyway. Just listen to it as a whole, so you can find like the knowledge that she's trying to give. Under the same thing, there's also Optimal Living Daily. So this is where like they talk about anxiety, depression, how to get your household under control if you're into business. So there's a bit of everything for everyone. Yes, I'm a student. Some podcasts for me, they don't accommodate me because I'm a student, because I can't relate to a podcast about business while I'm not a business student, or I'm in business. I'm not saying I don't want to aspire to be, but for me, I just want to have I just want to listen to podcasts that are relevant for me now or in the near future. Maybe like talking about like when you start to work, or when you find your own flat and moving to another country for the first time. I've been to another country, but like those are the type of podcasts that I would like to listen to, the ones that are close to my development of growth, basically. And then Good Life Project, it's a similar thing. Good Life Project is it's by Wondery, Jonathan Fields. Jonathan Fields. It also has the same similar vibe of being an adult, basically. And if you have projects like different business projects, or if you take your life as a project, basically. So how to deal with setbacks in life, when you feel hopeless and stuff like that. So it's really good. And I also have Life in the Eyes of B. Holmes. Life in the Eyes of B. Holmes. These podcasts are basically around self-development. So anything and everything you will get on them. It's just that it will be different because we all have different tastes. So yeah. Super Soul Sunday, everyone knows that one, by Oprah Winfrey. Big Conversations with Haley Hoffman Smith. I love this one a lot because Haley Hoffman Smith, she's an author, she's a mom, so she also talks about motherhood, which I just skipped that part. She talks about marriage, she talks about relationships, she talks about self-love. So I listen to episodes that are for me, right now. Obviously, I'm not gonna listen to a podcast about divorce, that wouldn't make sense. Although I do listen to a lot of podcasts on marriage. I watch sermons on marriage on Facebook a lot. I don't know what it is, but I've read books on marriage. Like, I don't know what it is, but I gravitate to those things because I aspire to be in it one day, with the right person. And I think I'm just like learning or absorbing subconsciously and consciously the information of what really makes marriages work, even though I'm not there yet. Keep yourself motivated is another one. Education Matters. Okay, these ones I haven't listened to, but I've just put them in my in my podcast list. I've put them in my underneath my podcasts, but I haven't actually listened to them because, as I said, in a week, sometimes I'm a bad bitch and I don't listen to podcasts, and I hate that. But when I do, I'll probably go online and skim read each episode and just download what is suited to me at that time. And then later on, I will listen to them. So I have lots of podcasts on my laptop that I still have to listen to. So if that makes sense. And then there's also a South African one, like BAB interview. So basically, they're interviewing people that were well known in South Africa, South African history. That's what I like because I'm more into the history of South Africa. But I love it, because in most cases when we as South Africans don't appreciate people that have done a lot of things for us, building this nation that we have, a nation of freedom. It wasn't only just Nelson Mandela and other few people, there are a lot of people that are unknown, so that are still alive even today, that we need to honor and appreciate. But in most cases in South Africa, you have to pass away in order for us to actually learn, oh my god, there's actually someone like living right next door that was fighting the apartheid regime, and they went through this and that and that, and obviously that person has a lot of knowledge and a lot of experience, as much as it's experience about olden times, but that person has wisdom. So I feel like we need to learn from those people while they're still alive. Because what's the point of honoring a person that sacrificed their whole life when they did? I honestly don't get it, but in South Africa, that's how it is. Like, that's how it is. Like, we won't know you and your works until you die. And then, like, oh, but then again, it won't even be like such a big thing because it will be like a passing thing of, oh, okay, you know. So it's something that we need to work on as South Africans, I think, because I mean, appreciation goes a long way, and it teaches us humility at the end of the day. So those are my podcasts. They're 11, and I already feel like it's a lot. And then Life with Tato. She's a South African girl, well, South African woman, and I chose this. Um, I put this under my podcast list because she talks about the mantle, and she also speaks about God, and I can relate to her because she's South African, I'm South African, so I can relate to that content. So that's why she's in my podcast list. And purpose planner. Purpose planner. I'm more of a person that wants to know where I'm in life and just surround my thoughts around that. So most of my podcasts are around self-development, self-awareness, building myself, building my brand, knowing where I'm going. So that's why most of my around about life in general. So those are my podcasts, and I hope you guys enjoy them. And if you don't listen to podcasts, just give it a try and listen to one, maybe 15-minute podcast, and see if you like it. Don't knock it before you try it. So yeah, those are my podcasts, and I hope you guys have a great day. I'm late for school, but as I exit, let me exit with trust. Trust the process.